Your Majesties, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for always returning. Thank you so much for your show of love. Thank you so much for all that you do for this community to keep growing. I hope you're well in all your ways, Your Majesties, and you're loving yourself and others like always. Many thanks to Maria Morgan 11 for the super thanks gifted to the channel. Thank you so much, Maria. May heaven smile on you. And to all of you for all your gestures, for your email, for the comments you leave down our videos, for giving our videos thumbs up always, for sharing our videos. Thank you so much for the love. Sometimes I ask myself, like, am I worth all these things that you do, all these gestures, everything? But I am grateful to you from the bottom of my heart. Now, updates on what is happening with Niger. And recently, just about 2 days, is it up to 2 days? You know, when I say that Macron is so desperate, it's not just words. You can see from his body language, you can see from accusations he make against the military leaders that have taken over the colonies that he was controlling. You could see from some of those comments he makes lately. Now, you know, I told you, Your Majesties, that the president of Nigeria, all right, scammed the Macron. The whole millions of dollars that he sent for the invasion of Niger, since it wasn't working, and it's like he's not getting his money back, so Macron is trying to look for other means. He's looking for other means through the help of, I think, the European Union and other parts that they are connected. Of course, America is helping them. I keep saying this: you can't see France and you don't see America. They are there. They are together. All right. Now, it is said that France is deploying forces and war equipment in preparation to invade Niger. And they are doing these things. They are going around other colonies that they are still holding on to. Like, they are going to some leaders in Al-Qaeda that are still puppets. I'm going to leave the countries there. I'm going to leave the clips there. So when you see these very countries, you know that these people, their leaders, are still puppets to the French government. You see all this talk we are talking. See, I don't know what we'll do, Your Majesties. Should we start petitioning that French government leave Al-Qaeda alone? And when it comes to the parts that the British are holding, when they to start agitating, we also petition that they leave alone. When it comes to the parts that America is holding, we agitate, they leave alone. Because I don't get it. I don't get which part of levers that the French government do not understand. That they had to go extra miles. Like, they don't even care about the lives of the citizens. They don't care about the people. All they care about was what they were getting from these countries, Your Majesties. Now, they went to Benin, they went to Senegal, they went to Cote d'Ivoire, all for, you know, to go and ask them to come help them, all right? Some, they go to these countries and ask that they drop some equipment there so it will be easier for them to move when it's time for them to attack Niger. And, oh, Your Majesties, we as Africans shouldn't allow ourselves to be used by the enemy again, Your Majesties. Spread these videos, share these videos, all right? Give this video a thumbs up so we could reach a good number of persons. We should not allow ourselves to be used by the enemy to turn against ourselves again.
The Niger military administration has accused France of building up forces and war equipment in several neighboring West African countries in preparation for an aggression against the country. Relations with France, Niger's former colonial power, soured after Paris stood by ousted President Mohamed Bazoum following the July coup. In a statement broadcast on national television late Saturday, Putschist spokesman Colonel Major Amadou Abdrahman said, France continues to deploy its forces in several ECOWAS countries as part of preparations for an aggression against Niger, which it is planning in collaboration with this community organization. Abdrahman added that France had deployed military aircraft, helicopters and 40 armored vehicles to Côte d'Ivoire and Benin. Military cargo aircraft have enabled large quantities of war material and equipment to be unloaded in Senegal, Côte d'Ivoire and Benin, to name but a few, he said. Niger is also embroiled in a standoff with the West African bloc ECOWAS, which has threatened to intervene militarily if diplomatic pressure to return Bazoum to office fails. However, the regional bloc has said it does not want Niger to repeat the experiences of Mali, Guinea and Burkina, with which it had to haggle over the durations and conditions of transition periods. On August 3rd, the coup leaders renounced several military cooperation agreements with France, which has about 1,500 soldiers stationed in the country as part of a wider fight against militants. They maintain that France's forces are now illegally stationed in Niger. Paris, which refuses to recognize the military regime in Niger, does not consider the mutinous soldiers who ousted President Bazoum as party to those cooperation deals. France is engaged in a tug-of-war with Niger, which has also withdrawn the diplomatic immunity of French ambassador Sylvain It and ordered police to expel him. France has refused the demand on several occasions, saying the military regime has no legal right to make such an order. Now there is news that the European Union, EU, is set to launch a new mission in West Africa, a mission in the Gulf of Guinea, with police and soldiers deployed to Ghana, Togo, Benin and Ivory Coast, according to the German paper Welt am Sonntag, published every Sunday. The stated aim of the combined military-civilian operation reportedly is to prevent instability triggered by jihadi groups, to train and advise local security forces, help prepare for anti-terror operations, provide technical support and implement confidence-building measures in the security sector. Formal approval of the mission is to be taken in October during the EU Foreign Ministers meeting in Luxembourg. The reason for the mission is being given as the EU's concern that Islamist groups, Islamic State and Al-Qaeda, could extend their activities in West Africa from the Sahel zone toward the southern coastal countries on the Gulf of Guinea, leading to even more widespread instability in the region. But the actual reason probably is to counter growing Russian and Chinese influence in Africa, Mali having kicked out French and German forces, Niger asking French forces to leave the country, military coup in Gabon after the military took power in Mali, Burkina Faso and Niger. This EU mission would be backed by NATO. It needs no intelligence to decipher why the sudden assessment that the IS and Al-Qaeda could extend their activities in West Africa, both these terrorist organizations being the foster children of the CIA. Not only has the US used these organizations in Iraq, Syria, even airdropped weapons for them, but also used them in West Asia and in Afghanistan in concert with Pakistan to advance American national interests.
All right, there are some equipment that dropped in Benin, and the citizens of Benin right now are going out protesting and asking that the present president should step down, that they are tired of him being a puppet. Now, this is the spirit we are talking about. The citizens are now knowing exactly what is happening, how this whole thing works. And that is what I keep emphasizing on. It is good, it is best that we all begin to get involved in this whole thing happening. Let's know what is what, so that we can begin to call them out. Now, I'm going to leave that for you as well. All right, after Benin, they also went to Algeria, right? I'm going to leave it on the screen so you see. Breaking, Algeria had denied France's request to use its airspace for a neo-colonial military intervention against Niger. And down there, someone replied, enough is enough. Africa is waking up. I'm so happy. I think I've said it, that I am happy to be alive in this time where we have our people all right, the citizens, their eyes are open. We are becoming more intelligent, all right. We are becoming more open to get informations about how leadership is and when to say no to what the people are doing. The citizens of Benin, right, they are saying Talon, step down, all right, that they don't want him to be their president anymore because he had decided to be puppets and to accept going to invade his own brother, all right, accepting the offer of the West. What do you think, Your Majesties? Leave your comment for the section, and I'll see you in my next one. Until then, love yourself, love others, stay safe, stay positive. Always, Your Majesties. Bye for now.